Hey guys, Joseph, Anthony, and we have Wendy Rich, and we are broadcasting as LifeWave independent distributors, and we're bringing you two amazing topics today. One is going to affect muscle strength and stamina, and the other one is going to affect your mood swing. It includes dopamine and how the body reacts with dopamine. So listen in, guys, watch, and we hope you can benefit. I wanted to go ahead and get the ball rolling here. And Wendy and I, have been using products from LifeWave for probably going on maybe 20 months or maybe even more, almost 2 years. Actually, it's getting close to my 2-year anniversary. And I know in a few months it'll be yours too, Wendy, right?
Yeah, and December will be 2 years.
Wow. So yeah, and we are still wearing them, guys. I have mine on. Wendy has hers, you can see. And so what that tells you and it tells us is that these patches work, because obviously if something doesn't work, most people stop using it. Isn't that true?
Yes, I mean, I've tried different products before. I don't see any difference. But I wouldn't be paying for them for 2 years. Obviously work.
Good point. Good point. Actually, that's a good point. So the first one, we're just going to get right into it, guys, is Caronosine. Caronosine. So here you are. You can see the Caronosine. Hope everybody can see it. So that is the sleeve. There's 30 patches that come with every sleeve. So this is a month's worth of patches. And I'm going to give you a little bit of background. So Caronosine, there's been a lot of research, guys, by Russian scholars, and they have shown that Caronosine has a variety of beneficial effects. Here's what it does. So it includes an increase in muscle strength. So we talked about that, and endurance, which is the stamina part, protection against radiation damage, which I didn't really think that was something that Caronosine helps, but obviously that is something to consider because there's radiation, in so many places on the earth. Enhancement of immunity and reduction of inflammation, protection against formation of ulcers. So there's a lot that Caronosine really does. We're not going to really go into all of those little details, but one of the things that I wanted to focus on is the nanotechnology of what LifeWave has created. So LifeWave has all of their, as you can see behind me, you can probably see all the different products, and they're using a nanotechnology. And Wendy and I have, done videos. We're not going to really go into too much of the nano side of it, but what the nanotechnology has allowed to happen is to really use a new science called photobiomodulation, which is phototherapy. It uses our body's own power because our body produces light, infrared light, nonetheless, it's light, and it activates these nanoparticles, these really microscopic nanoparticles in each of the patches, right, Wendy? Is that pretty correct what I said?
Yeah.
And you want to add to any of that, by the way?
Well, no, you're doing good. They just, those little nanoparticles that are, embedded in the little wafer-sized patch. It's like a form of, like you said, phototherapy. It uses like infrared light. When we put them on, the energy, from most people know it as like infrared light, that kind of emits into those nanoparticles, and then those reflect back into our body and sends a signal to our brain, telling our body to, like if you're wearing the Caronosine patch, it tells our brain to produce more Caronosine. Kind of just like how when we go out in the sun helps us produce vitamin D. It tells our brain to start producing vitamin D. So it works basically the same.
Exactly. Here's something that I found that goes into what is happening with this science that LifeWave founder David Schmidt has created, and the whole team really at LifeWave in the research department. It says it's a naturally occurring dipeptide present in brain, cardiac muscle, stomach, kidney, olfactory bulbs, and in large quantities in skeletal muscle. a free radical induced as free radical induced damage to the cells is an important factor in causing aging and senile diseases. Carnosine has the potential ability to prevent and treat diseases such as arteriosclerosis, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and senile cataract. Recent clinical studies and research shows that carnosine has the ability to, and here's the key, rejuvenate senescent cells and delay eyesight impairment and cataract, which are manifestations of the aging process. These results provide valuable data in favor of considering carnosine as a natural anti-aging substance. So, and then of course, you know, the muscle, the stamina, the increased and enhanced ability for those that are like in the sports, that are really heavy into sports. So I find this really fascinating, guys. This has changed. And just so you know, I wear this every other day. So I'll wear it Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the whole week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then alternate with another patch. And I place it under the belly button. So it's basically, you know, right here. So you just put it right under your navel, and then you remove it after 12 hours. And guys, it is really getting the results. I mean, I feel that it's doing things that I didn't even know, because again, you know, the aging process, I'm 100. No, I'm just kidding. But actually I am up there. And when people, you know, when I see other people in the same age range that I am, they're like in walkers. They're having difficulty. They're wearing canes. They have a head of white hair or no hair. You know, their skin looks really aged, and it's really amazing that, you know, the things that happens to the body as you age. Even if you eat the right foods and you try to take care of yourself and you don't drink a lot and you don't smoke a lot, you're still going to age, because the aging process is something that is inherent to all humans. But the patches, the LifeWave nanotechnology patches, are doing something to retard that, or slow it down. As they say, you know, live younger longer. And that's really our goal, guys, is we want people in their 50s, 60s, 70s and above to look and feel and have the energy that they did when they were 20, 30. Does that make sense? So we really recommend, you know, get these patches, sample them. Wendy's going to talk about Nirvana now, and she really is, I would say, she's my go-to person when it comes to Nirvana. Like if I have any questions about Nirvana and dopamine and things like that. So with that, Wendy, why don't you go ahead and tell us, you know, how Nirvana works?
Well, I'll just keep it, you know, real simple. Nirvana, or actually, well, I'll start out with dopamine. It's dopamine's actually connected to the pleasure center in our body. And Nirvana, what it does is it helps our body produce more higher levels of dopamine. You know, so if we have like a low level of dopamine in our body, it causes like lack of motivation, feelings of helplessness, fatigue, anxiety, insomnia, trouble focusing, like all kinds of issues are due to low levels of dopamine. So the Nirvana patch does the same, you know, works the same way as like the Caronosine patch. It uses light energy, you know, phototherapy mixed with the nanotechnology, and it sends a signal to our brain, and it basically helps our body become a powerhouse, because then our body will start producing our body will, if we use the Nirvana patch, start producing higher levels of dopamine, which in turn, you know, make us feel happier. We sleep better, we have more concentration, just, you know, overall better quality of life when we have the right amount of dopamine in our body. And the neat thing about it is it's not like taking a drug, because there are pharmaceuticals out there that will, in an unnatural way, you know, give us more dopamine. But this increases it naturally without using any chemicals or any foreign substances. There are no side effects of it other than you just naturally feel better.
So it's the happy hormone.
It is. It's the happy, yes, dopamine is called the happy hormone.
What are some ways, and I know you and I probably have experienced this in our lifetime too, and like most people, what are some non-healthy ways that people try to release dopamine or to get the happy hormone going? Like maybe we can kind of mention some of the non-healthy ways that people do. Like one of the first things,
drugs,
drugs, alcohol.
I mean, I don't know. I think that even people who, I'm not sure, but I think people who sometimes do risky behavior do it for the rush of dopamine.
Right. Now there are. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, there's a lot of unhealthy ways to do it, but this is just a natural way. It's very simple. It's it's a little wafer-sized patch. You peel and you stick it on you. It gives you good levels of dopamine throughout the entire day. Not just, if you take a pill, that could be harmful for a few hours, but it gives you extended good levels of dopamine.
Now, here's some interesting signs and symptoms of conditions related to a dopamine deficiency. And maybe you and I can talk a little bit about these too, because I find that this is really something that I've had in the past, and I know both men and women suffer. For example, muscle cramps, spasms, or tremors. Do you know anybody that's ever had that or experienced that?
And a lot of times, they'll say, so doctors will tell them go take magnesium or potassium, which actually for sometimes that is what they need. But I've heard people say, I've tried the potassium, I've tried the magnesium, and I still have the cramps. And so maybe they're just low on dopamine.
Yeah. Aches and pains, just general aches and pains could be a deficiency of the happy hormone dopamine. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have migraines or sometimes you have low back pain or different aches and pains. And, what do? We just pop an aspirin.
Yeah.
Just take a couple aspirin or whatever, or take, Advil or whatever. When in reality, it could just be like they're saying a deficiency in the happy hormone.
And I have something here also that says it could also cause like the GERD, the acid reflux disease, which I'm not sure why it would do that, but in this article, it can cause weight problems, constipation. It can cause a lot of different issues. So it could potentially really, if you're having some of these symptoms, just by increasing your dopamine levels, alleviate some of these problems.
It's so amazing, like what you just said, because all these ads on TV and stuff that people see, like the purple pill, the green pill, this, that, all they want to do is put a Band-Aid on it, like mask over, when in reality, you get to the root of it, it probably is a deficiency in the happy hormone dopamine.
Then if you go and take, one of those purple, pink, I don't know, one of those things, then you have to go take something else eventually for the side effects it causes. So it's like just becomes a chain reaction.
It is a chain reaction. That is one of the factors that doctors aren't telling most people, because obviously there's a pharmaceutical motivation to sell more pharmaceuticals, and so tell us how you've experienced, like what your experience has been with Nirvana, how it's helped you, and how often you wear it.
Nirvana has helped me avoid, like I go up and down, through periods of depression. It has helped me to be able to be on, be happy, like, without going up and down, without taking medication. So I'm not going to say go off of any medication, because, that's, you need to work with your doctor on that. For me personally, I have been able to wear these patches on a daily basis, and keep, stay happy, stay out of going into depression. And I sleep better. I do. So the insomnia, yeah, I agree. I sleep way, way better.
So for people that have not ever worn, any of these patches, say for example, how many hours and how would you start them off?
Just I would put it on when you wake up in the morning, and the life of them, they say usually is about 12 hours, but I think I leave mine on more like, I don't know, well, a little longer than that. Sometimes I forget to take it off and have it on for 24 hours.
Yeah, there's no harm.
I must wear it every single day.
You can't OD on these.
No, I've actually wore 2 at a time before. Just
And where typically do they recommend wearing it?
well, like close to your thyroid, or like right here where I have mine, or kind of like where you have yours. There are a couple other spots where they've done studies. I'm now trying to remember where those spots are. I think one of them is right here. If you don't mind wearing it between your eyes. Yeah, so I typically wear mine right here, but you can even wear it on your wrist. It does help wherever, no matter where you wear it on your body, it helps. But there's just the studies that have shown how they work have been on certain spots. That's why they recommend certain spots, just because that's where the studies were conducted.
So that's really what we're recommending to you guys. Go to rebootme.me. Wendy has had, she's got all the different patches, and you can order them right there. You just click on the one you want. And Nirvana, you click on Nirvana, you can order a month, 2, 3 months. Most people you do the 3 months because it's the better package, because you can get a package deal, and it just lasts you longer. And also the refund, like what's the guarantee there?
There's a guarantee. It's a 90-day money back guarantee for retail customers. It is a 60-day money back guarantee for preferred customers, and a 30-day money back guarantee if you happen to decide to be a distributor. It's to also potentially make money off of the product. You have 30 days to get your money back as a distributor as well.
So go and peel and stick. Start peeling and sticking your health back and your youth back, guys. And start feeling how the happy hormone would make you feel, because Wendy and I are totally happy today. The happy hormone is working its
have to peel, stick, and then do the happy dance.
We had a video we did about a year ago, I forget, or maybe a little bit less, with the happy song. Remember?
Yeah.
We did at that time, and we played the happy song, a little Pharrell Williams there.
Yes.
And that's really one of the things that it was a perfect thing, to go with the happy hormone, so you got a happy hormone, activate that happy hormone, guys, because that could be at the root of a lot of your issues, a lot of issues that people have. It's just a deficiency in dopamine. And so I used to know this man who would run every morning, I forget how many miles, to activate or increase his dopamine, but not everybody can, run that many miles and run that fast, because running can also, and exercising, but a lot of times people just can't. And so wearing the Nirvana patch and the Caronosine. I wear the Caronosine every other day, but I wear the Nirvana every day. So I have the happy hormone, and I'm happy, from the time I put this on till the time I go to sleep. And then when I'm sleeping, excuse me, it doesn't matter, because I'm in dreamland anyway. Usually my dreams are happy.
So you might as well try it, but it's a money back guarantee, and you don't know how you're gonna feel until you try it. So
That's it, guys. So you're going to see, you should see a link at the bottom here. It will say rebootme.me. Check that out. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out. I'll have a place where you can reach out to Wendy or myself. And if you know it of anybody, also share this with them, because we want you to share. When you see this video, we want you to share, like, share. And if it's on YouTube, hit that little bell. And when you hit the bell, every time Wendy and I upload a new video, that bell will alert you that we have a new video out there. So that way you can keep up with what's going on with LifeWave patches, stem cell activation, and how you can enjoy a better quality of life as you age, as you get older and older. I mean, who would have thought 20 years ago we would see a quarterback 44 years old winning a Super Bowl? You just wouldn't have ever imagined that. And Tom Brady has proven that it can be done. And he also, from what I've read, he drinks healthy water. He drinks an amazing, healthy water. He does vegan for certain times of the year, from what I've read. And he also supports and believes in stem cell therapy. And that's what we're helping people with, is stem cell rejuvenation, non-invasive. And Wendy and I can attest to the fact that it's working. I mean, Wendy doesn't look a day over 27. And most people would never guess her age. And, she's got more energy. I mean, heck, she can walk up and down stairs like nothing. And she's got amazing energy to do amazing things. And that is what these patches are doing, guys. So, and for those musicians out there, drummers especially, if you're a drummer, I will say that I would not be playing drums at my age without these patches, without what these patches can do. They are amazing for stamina. Caronosine gives me enough energy and stamina that I can last a whole night playing music, and not just real simple music. I'm talking about high energy music, and I love how it works. So,
well, speaking of the stamina that you're mentioning, the Caronosine increases stamina up to 125%. I mean, it's not like 10% or 20% or 50%. It's 125%. So that's big. It's huge.
That's so ginormous of a number.
It is.
It is, because I've never, even when I was.
So not even 100%. I mean, it's beyond 100%. So
the supplements I used to buy when I used to bodybuild many years ago would tell you 25%, maybe 50% increase in stamina. But this is 125%. It's unheard of to make that claim. And it's true. It's true. So put it to the try it. Just put it to the test, sample it, peel and stick. It's the easiest thing. It takes you literally no time. Well, for women, putting your makeup on, or guys, shaving, whatever, peel and stick, and boom, you're out the door, and it will work 12 hours. And it's just going to help you feel that you can do more, you can accomplish more. So with that, any other thoughts before we wrap, Wendy?
No, I don't have anything this time.
Cool. We will see you on the next show, on the next broadcast, guys. So with that, live younger, longer, and start enjoying the happy hormones that all of us want to enjoy.